are going to do a UFC 315 breakdown. Sorry. And we're just going to go over the main event. Bilal Muhammad falls short to JDM. So I picked Bilal Muhammad. And my whole thing was that I watched, you never know, but I watched JDM versus Gilbert Burns, and man, he got taken down so easy. I don't know if it was that he broke his arm in the fight, or if he just wasn't confident there. But I don't know if it's Craig Jones, but holy shit, he did incredible. He did so good. I thought Bilal Muhammad was going to win. I thought that it was going to be a boring fight. But also, what I want to say is if you look at Bilal Muhammad versus, I guess, Wonder Boy, Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards, that's not a bad fight. They aren't bad fights. He's not that bad. I don't get it. This was a great fight. This was an incredible fight. I loved it. Bilal, we did not get Canelo hands, that's for sure. We got like Ryan Garcia hands. Yeah, I don't know. But this was an incredible performance by JDM. I think he beats, I would, not too long ago, a few weeks ago, a week ago, I would have not picked him to beat Islam. But at this point, I would. But I mean, we'll see when we get closer. Islam, I think, is better. But I mean, you got to if you're watching this, you got to give Bilal Muhammad some props. He was incredible. That was awesome. He showed a lot of grit. He's got a chin, or it's the beard. I don't know, but he tore it up. He did a great job. And I'm not the biggest Bilal fan, but I think he's hilarious. I also don't care, so that could go a long way, you know, to a thing. But saying this, I think that Islam Makhachev has got a fucking fight on his hands. He is. This is not like a whole thing of him coming up and he's going to take the title. JDM could beat his ass. Let's not forget that like him complaining like Poirier rocked him. And let's not forget like the first fight with Volkanovski. Volk gave him a fucking run for his money. And he was complaining, his whole thing was, just the weight cut didn't work out for me. And then there was the Dan Hooker thing about, that he was ID and all this and that. Whatever happened doesn't matter. He's going to get to go up a little bit. I always thought that, did anybody miss more weight than Khabib Nurmagomedov? I always thought they were weight bullies. Islam, if he can't change the weight, go back, go up. Then don't fight in this weight class. Volk's fine. Everybody makes weight except you, dude. Nobody has missed weight more than Khabib. So I don't know. I'm not too hip on the whole they are the gods of this, this whole MMA thing. I'm sure Khabib calls Dana and says this is what I want, and they do. I don't know. It seems so weird. But JDM, I counted him out because I was like, oh, you never know. But I watched not too long ago that the Gilbert Burns fight, And man, he just got taken down so much. And then you go, like, is it because he, because he broke his arm? Or he just isn't, capable? Turns out, we don't know, you know? I don't know when he broke his arm. No one will ever know to a point. None of us casuals. But he tore it up. And it was such a great performance. And also, you gotta give Bilal Muhammad his flowers. He was awesome. And I feel so bad for him. His buddy, right when he left, right when he lost, was like, here I come. Say Bilal Muhammad wants to fight Shavkat in a number one contender match. Because this whole contendership, this whole division is awesome again. And we don't know. Bilal Muhammad fights Shavkat. Islam beats JDM, which could happen. Very, absolutely. Bilal Muhammad just has to go, just go fight this guy. Good thing is, I hope Bilal Muhammad gets paid, man. He's like 36, 38 or something like that. Let the guy get paid at the end. I don't know if it's a real video, but that video of like, who's the worst UFC champion? And then Dana White was like, oh, that's a terrible question to ask me. Bilal Muhammad. That's just terrible. He could have said like, Frank Shamrock or Randy Couture. Some guy who he's, I don't know. Anyway, the one thing I wanted to point out that I noticed from this fight is Sean O'Malley, now Jack Della JDM. And maybe I'm missing some people up and coming and, whatever, but it gives a lot of like validation to Dana White Contender Series. And I was just thinking about that. I think that, I think we are good with the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know if you guys can tear me apart on this. I think who cares about the Ultimate Fighter? The only person that cares about the Ultimate Fighter is Michael Chandler, who's we gotta finish the Ultimate Fighter, Connor. I would rather take Dana White Contender Series. It's so much quicker. We saw the formula for Ultimate Fighter, and even Conor McGregor can't save the Ultimate Fighter. True or not, you get people coming up people coming off the streets. It doesn't matter. Who cares about the Ultimate Fighter? I think it's like Michael Chandler has to finish the Ultimate Fighter, and it's just I think people need. Yeah. Well, someday. It's okay. We'll finish it. It's okay, man. We should go. It'll be okay. We'll finish it. I think I'm good. I think Dana White Contender Series is just good enough. I'm not saying that they put out too much content or anything. I'm just saying. So also, I want to say, the Valentina fight. Okay, whatever. And then the other one was Jose Aldo versus Zahabi. Jose Aldo started his first fight in the UFC was in UFC at the Bell Center, I think, against Hamid. And his last fight's in the Bell Center, and it was a great fucking fight. That was a hell of a fight. And I think that we'll see Jose Aldo boxing. You know, we'll see him doing stuff. But I mean, it's not like he got his ass whooped, and it's like a one of those comeback things, or he's going to be a Jim Miller. That was a great, fun fight. That was the people's fight. That is the king of Rio, man. He is the man. And if he wants to fight again, like how UFC retirements are. If he wants to fight again, good. I mean, I don't want to see it. Because we know how it ends, you know. But so that is my gist of just rambling. I'm just starting this channel and trying to figure out how to go about it. But also, leave Bilal Muhammad alone, man. He has got to be devastated. This guy's got to be devastated. He had this incredible run to get to the title. Talked a lot of shit. When you talk a lot of shit. I mean, it's fair game. Yeah, I don't know, but he did a great job. He started with him. I was shocked that he didn't get knocked out. JDM, if there was anybody I could say that could beat Islam, I would say would be Ian Gary. And I like Ian Gary a lot less than like Bilal. I think Bilal's funny. Ian Gary is just a weirdo. He's not, for me, he's not fun to watch. He's just so full of shit. There is a video that I think it's on the Believe You Me podcast where Paul Felder talks about doing the fighter meeting, and Ian Gary's like, "Oh, what round do you want me to knock him out in?" And Paul Felder's like, "I don't know, 3 or 4. I'd love to see some action." And then, the Carlos Prates fight, and that didn't happen. I think Ian Gary's full of shit. Bilal Muhammad's funny at least. And I'm not, just taking up for anybody, but I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Bilal Muhammad's fucking hilarious. Ian Gary's a little bit of a weirdo. I think the number one thing is just Shavkat is screwed. And welterweight is the most fun it's ever been. Sean Brady, I think we know what's going to happen between Joaquin Buckley and Kamaru Usman. We'll talk about that. Man, it's incredible. Welterweight was the division that I got into the UFC. It was GSP and Nick Diaz. I love Nick Diaz, and I love GSP too. But I always loved welterweight. That was I always thought it was like the middle and just like this. Oh, so anyway, I know all the Bilal haters. You lay it on me. That's fine. And I've never been a fan. I always thought he was just hilarious and full of shit. But just think about this. If they're such good friends that you won't fight each other, the first thing that happens, you lose the fight, and he's like, "Here I come." Islam Makhachev. "Here I come. Oh, looks like I'm gonna become a 2-weight world champion." Okay. All right. What about your buddy? What if Dana wants a rematch? We know that's not gonna happen. That's gonna stink, right? It would be like, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Yeah, I know. I'm taking her out tonight. I don't. Yeah. I feel really bad for Bilal. Not the biggest fan, but I thought he was hilarious. I don't know. then, you know, yeah, I'll make another video about the whole Taporia thing. But JDM is the man. He is the man, and we'll keep trying to try this.